Talks College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKinney. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see the linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jordan. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB. this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Catch in the middle. It's Messer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Jordan. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a crease to the left. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. We'll highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Mayava. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Finds his man. It's Jordan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The handoff to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Got some room in into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air. It's Mayava. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, USC! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Raiola. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the run, it's Jordan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by more. Grab near the marker, it's Jordan. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Got the quick pass. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Trojans are flying down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Straka. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. It's complete. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out with his head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force him the ball down here in the red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big, fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Quick completion on the out route. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, a handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's caught. It's Barney. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Huskers are on the move. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the catch. It's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Pulls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To throw, it's Ncaa. That's reeled in. It's Ncaa. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. To the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. That big pickup on what they call the drag round, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Back's got it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojan.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Trying to drain time off the clock. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. give it to Johnson. He's in open space downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.